Alrighty, we ready to do this? What's going on, Drubers? So it is the end of the month, and as such, it's time to kind of run down my my updates, what I've added to the collection, and how far my unwatched movie total is going to jump up this month. Let's find out, shall we? So I've got these kind of organized. I got quite a few few new additions this month, and I've got these somewhat organized place of where I got them and how much they cost, sort of thing. So without any further ado, let's get into it, shall we? Yes, we shall. The first place that I'm going to run down is dirt cheap. And all these films were 90% off. They had a huge, big, several just tubs full of films, 90% off. So all of these, they ranged from like 80 cents to maybe $2.50 in price, sort of thing, depending on the film. So this is what I picked up from Dirt Cheap. Strangeland. I love Nicole Kidman. That's really why I picked this up. And, it looks interesting. It's a Sundance official selection 2015 Sundance Film Festival film here. This looked interesting here. I got this documentary, Finding Noah. So, I like documentaries. This looked kind of interesting to me. Oh, this is actually Humans. This is a UK show. This is actually a really, really good show. I watched it after I bought this, because I bought all these Dirt Cheap finds were pretty early on in the month. So I already went ahead and watched Humans. This really, really good show. I want to find the other seasons to continue watching because I super, super enjoyed that. We have a collection of Mexican horror films. I love the artwork on this. I thought that looked super cool. That's mainly why I picked it up, and I'm pretty sure this was under $1. We've got another documentary. This is Pioneers of Western Television. Yeah, this is a PBS documentary. I have a superhero PBS documentary as well. Serena. This is a Bradley Kubrick, Jennifer Lawrence film right here. I don't know anything about it. I bought it basically because of the talent involved. And then the Super Mario Show Volume 1 2-disc set. Probably won't watch too much of this, but it was kind of cool. I'm pretty sure this was like 80 cents. So yeah, and then I also, at Dirt Cheap, they have a whole 2 tables full of these Blockbuster films, but they're in these Blockbuster paper sleeve things here, and they're selling them for like 10 cents a piece. It's a pain to go through, and a lot of them are just random discs from different TV shows and stuff, and there were just a bunch of like disc 3 of Friends season 2 or something. Like it was just, I did find a small stack. Basically, if I saw anything that I remotely wanted, it was 10 cents. I picked it up. So yeah, this is what I got out of those for these. I got Hellboy 2, Golden Army. I got Alien Resurrection. Me and Orson Welles. I love Zac Efron. I picked that up there. What's New Scooby-Doo, the complete second season. This is disc 1 of 1, although when I checked online, it was a 2-disc set, so I'm not really sure if I have the complete second season or not, but I got some What's New Scooby-Doo right there. Got Chipmunk's Adventure, Alvin and Chipmunks, Kim Possible movie, So the Drama, Lethal Weapon, Little Mermaid 2, Return to the Sea, Snakes on a Plane, Power Rangers Volume 2, A New Enemy, The Adventures of Rocky and Bullwinkle. This is the, early 2000s film. You've Got Mail. I got that one. Spider-Man, Return of the Green Goblin. Picked that one up. And Shrek Forever After. Again, all those were 10 cents a piece. If I saw anything that I remotely kind of thought I wanted, I went ahead and picked it up, because why not? It's 10 cents added to the collection, right? So that was all for my, my Dirt Cheap finds there. So yeah, let's move on. Alright. So, my next stop in my journey of collecting these films, these are all films I got at the Dollar Tree. So, these are obviously $1 a piece for these films here. So, here we go. Blu-ray and digital film here, Kicks. This has Mahershala Ali in it. Mainly, I picked it up because I saw that he was in it, and it's a Blu-ray, which is super cool to pick up Blu-rays for $1. We got Predator World here. I picked this up because a YouTuber that I follow is in this film, and I was watching his videos. He's like, the Dollar Tree new waves are coming out this week, and he was right, and I came in there, and this was one that he said that he was in, had a small part in. So I picked it up just because, yeah, $1 and he was in it. Scary Stories. This is a documentary, the guy who wrote Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. I love documentaries, and this just seemed like an interesting documentary to me. So the next 3 here are Mill Creek collections, or Mill Creek releases here, and that's a large reason why I ended up picking them up, because I like to try to collect Mill Creek stuff. So this is the monster movie mix. We have 6 horror movies from Beyond the Grave and 6 terror Beyond the Stars films, and it says 12 of each, but it's actually, if you pop open the disc, you can see that there's only 6. There's 12 full films, 6 horror, 6 monster movies here. So I also got Night of the Living Dead plus 6 horror movie collections. These are all like old horror movies from the 60s, really. There's one here from 1922. So that's pretty cool. A bunch of old horror movies, including Night of the Living Dead. I already have a release of Night of the Living Dead, but this has 6 other films, and it's Mill Creek. So that's cool. That's cool. And we have the complete first and second season of Wings. And I did watch a couple episodes of this. It's a pretty funny show. But, yeah, I mainly picked it up because it was a Mill Creek release. Anywho, that's what I picked up from the Dollar Tree. So, moving on. Alright, so this next stack here is stuff that I picked up from yard sales, estate sales, stuff like that. All of these were like $1 or under, which I was surprised because there's some pretty cool stuff in here. So I picked up Goosebumps here. Yeah, it looks bright, colorful, fun, and I haven't seen it yet, so why not? I also picked up Murder on the Orient Express. There's the new one coming out. What is it? The Death on the River Nile or something. I picked up Fried Green Tomatoes. This is an okay movie. I really enjoyed it until the end. It doesn't quite stick the landing for me, but this is a pretty good film right there. I didn't own it. Now I do. Paul, Apostle of Christ. This is unopened. Still in the package, unopened. This was supposed to be like a big deal within the Christian film community when it came out, and then really just didn't do hardly anything. So yeah, that seems kind of interesting to me. And again, these were all like $1. But yeah, I also got I Can Only Imagine. This is another one, unopened, sealed in the package here for $1. And the reason I picked this one up, because I've seen this. I saw this one in theaters actually. It's fine. It's okay. It's not great, but it's fine. But the reason I picked this one up is this is an Erwin Brothers movie. And I've actually been an extra in their latest Erwin Brothers film, I Still Believe. I was an extra in that, and yeah, it's just kind of cool to have that because I've been on their sets before and stuff. War Room, Kendrick Brothers film. I don't particularly like this one. I thought some of their previous films were much better, but this is fine, and also it helps to complete the collection of Kendrick Brother films that I have. So this is one I've actually been wanting to see for a while. Exodus, Gods, and Kings. The reason I want to see it, I don't think it's going to be very good, to be honest with you, but the reason I want to see it is a while back I did this double feature. So I watched The Prince of Egypt, and then right after I watched The Ten Commandments. And it was so interesting to see the exact same story being told in just such a completely different way. And Exodus, Gods, and Kings is the same story again, but I think it's going to be a third just completely out there way for telling this story again. And that's why I'm so interested in seeing this. I didn't want to spend a whole lot of money on it because I don't think it's going to be very good. This was $1, picked it up. So yeah, that does it for all the yard sale, estate sale sort of films that I picked up. So move. Okay. So this next stack here is films that were I got at the thrift store. Actually, the rest of these films here are films that I got at thrift stores throughout the month of August here. But this next stack here is actually, they had a box of just a random assortment of VHS and DVDs all thrown in this box for $5. And I said, sure, why not? I'll go ahead and pick it up. You couldn't really tell what was all in there, so I didn't really pick any of these up for any particular reason. This is just what was in this huge assortment box that I picked up for $5. In that box, you had The Rainmaker with Matt Damon here. You had Days of Thunder, starring Tom Cruise. Notes on a Scandal, The Way, This is David Spade is Dickie Roberts' former child star. Oh, that's a long, long title. Julie and Julia. Noise. Bridget Jones, The Edge of Reason. The Whole 10 Yards. This looks interesting. It's got Bruce Willis and Matthew Perry and, I don't know, X-Men and X2 here, and I already have the box set of these, but I'm going to keep these as well, because I don't have them as individual films. I have the box set that has X-Men and X-Men 2 in it, but I don't have them as the individual films like this, so I'm going to keep them and throw them into my collection as well. I got all those, plus a bunch of VHS tapes, which I threw most of them out, but I got all that, plus a bunch of VHS tapes, $5. Here we go. So, I picked up the box set of Return of the King. I'm slowly trying to get all 3 box sets here. I have Fellowship, now I have Return of the King. Need the 2 Towers yet, and that will complete that collection of box sets there. So, these next couple titles here were Mill Creek. This one was $2.99, the others were $1.99. So, we have Clash of the Olympians. This is 16 movies that I think are like similar to Clash of Titans, sort of a vibe, is my guess here. All of these are from the 60s, which, to be honest, the 60s really isn't my favorite era for films, but I think it could be interesting. Also, it's Mill Creek. Also picked up the Howdy Doody Best of Mill Creek collection. I picked this one because it is Mill Creek. It's the reason I picked that one up. And Essential Ernest collection, again, Mill Creek, why I picked it up there. So, at one point they put out a bunch of new stuff. It looks like it all had come from the same collection. It was a lot of, like, older stuff, really interesting stuff in there. I have these 4 films, which all have Fred Astaire? I think it's Fred Astaire, which was really interesting, and like the art on these. That's why I picked them up, because they're these old films that have been given this nice DVD release here. Roberta, we've got The Story of Vern and Irene Castle. Flying Down to Rio. I love the art on this one. This one looks so interesting. I love that. The Gay Divorce. Like I said, these are all from the 30s. I looked it up. These films here, even used DVDs, will go anywhere between like $15 to $40. I picked them up for $1.99 in the thrift store. That's super cool. They also had Blackbeard's Ghost on DVD. This is another one it's hard pressed to find under like $15 used. Sort of thing. Picked it up for $1.99. So that's pretty cool. I know you can watch it on Disney Plus. I know, but I've got the physical copy now, so I can watch it even if I don't have Disney Plus at some point. Why would I get rid of Disney Plus? I don't know. I might. Probably won't, but I might. Okay, and the rest of these are just ones that I found that look interesting to me. Full price, $1.99. So here we go. We've got The Evil Dead. I've got Army of Darkness. But I do feel like I remember seeing Evil Dead at one point. I love Army of Darkness. I don't remember loving Evil Dead quite as much, but picked up Evil Dead there. This is an interesting one that I didn't realize existed. Around the World in 80 Days with Jackie Chan and other people, obviously. But it's an early 2000s Around the World in 80 Days movie. And yeah, I didn't realize it looks interesting. I didn't realize that they made this. So picked up Sky High. This has been growing in popularity the past little while, and I feel it's high time that I check it out. So for $2, pick up Sky High. Lone Star State of Mind. I don't know, there's just something about this cover that drew me to it, and I can't really tell you what it is about this. But yeah, there was something there that, like, I know nothing about this film, and this is one that I'm going to be going in, like, completely blind on, which I'm okay with. Yeah, there's something about that. Only the Brave. It's got a lot of star power in it. I also picked up Creed. I've only ever seen the first Rocky movie, but I've heard Creed's, like, really, really good. So, you know, picked up Creed. Picked up Scooby-Doo, the first early 2000s one. And I also picked up Big Fish. It's got Ewan McGregor in it. And, yeah, who doesn't love Ewan McGregor, right? Love that guy. Also Tim Burton. Visual stylings of Tim Burton with Ewan McGregor. Who wouldn't love this? I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, but hopefully I'll love it. There's one more film that I picked up. So I actually picked this one up on eBay. I paid like $3.99, I think, for it or something. Rob Roy. So I did my Watch Braveheart for the first time video, and one of you subscribers out there, you, Chill Rob G, you brought to my attention the film Rob Roy. And came out the same year as Braveheart. Looks extremely similar to Braveheart. I've actually watched this already. I got it in, I watched it, and filmed a video, Rob Roy versus Braveheart, and going down the differences, which one's better, why Braveheart is the more successful film, and all that. So be looking for that one. It should be coming out, that video should be coming out soon. But I picked up Rob Roy because, yeah, one of you guys suggested it, that I check it out. So, there he is. That is all the films now that I picked up throughout the month of August. Wait, not all the films. This pretty little package just came in the mail today, and I'm excited. So excited. Technically, I dropped it. Technically, it is August 31st. This is still part of my August collection here, so, let's open it up. Let's see what I got today, shall we? Yes, I think we shall. Ooh, I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm back with the scissors, my dudes. This is probably the most expensive film I have ever bought. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, wow. Ooh. So, guys, this is The Babysitter. I don't recommend any of you check it out. I can't. It's full of some stuff that I don't agree with. However, this is my most favoriteest movie of all time. I love this movie so much. I don't have Netflix anymore, and so I haven't been able to watch it in a while. I saw that there was a trailer out for The Babysitter 2. And I'm gonna have to give Netflix back for that, but to commemorate The Babysitter 2, I went out and I found one of the very, very few Blu-rays of The Babysitter that have been released. There are not many of these at all in circulation. And I probably spent too much. I know I spent too much on this. But I now own The Babysitter. I can't be any more excited. Oh my goodness. I'm watching this tonight. And the next night and the night after that, probably not. Hopefully not. This rounds off my collection for films that I've got in August. So, okay guys, so after crunching the numbers and doing everything here, I added 43 new movies to my unwatched film list here. It brings my total up to 267 unwatched movies that I need to get through at some point. One quick note, I took out all the different little collection stuff, like all the Mill Creek 16, 20 movie pack collections, just to clean up that list, that unwatched movie list, and streamline it a little bit. But that's where I'm at now. So even after taking those out, I still have 267 unwatched movies to go. Whew. I love it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Also, comment, what are some movies that you got this month? What are one of these movies that you saw that you thought was really, really cool or something? Commenting down below super helps out the video. Also, I enjoy interacting with you guys in the comments section. So, until the next video, guys, watch movies.